Hello, gamers. Welcome to the second episode of the podcast PPP Perspective. I'm your host, Carnage, and today, as usual, we have a lot of news from esports, gaming, technology, entertainment, and our weekly quota of retro reflection, in which I talk about and review games that I have played in the past. So, without any further ado, let's start. In the esports section, today we have to talk about two tournaments that are going on: Last Bounty Season 1, Counter Strike, and VCT America's Kickoff. Due to the difference in time zone, I am unable to watch the America's Kickoffs, but honestly speaking, I'm also not watching the Last Bounty season. I might be watching those matches from playoffs or the semifinals and finals. But we have to talk about some upsets that has happened in the first round of the Last Bounty Season 1. First upset that we have to talk about is Monte defeating Navi. The squad defeated Navi by 2-1 last map played Dust 2. With this, Navi boys have been eliminated from the Blast Bounty. The second upset which happened was much before this upset that Navi took place was when eyeballers with the old CSGO legend JW defeated Faze 2-1 on Inferno, chosen as in last major. For Faze performed very well. This matchup also was phenomenal, but I think the whole team was not up to the mark to defeat this squad of eyeballers. Now what we have to talk about is Spirit. Spirit with their new revamped squad after they have removed zweih and Chopper from the squad and added Zontix and Magixx, with Magixx taking up the IGL role. The Spirit team performed very well and moved further in the tournament. Magixx as IGL, I didn't watch the matchup, but as his famous interview that's going viral right now, in which he was asked about his stats, to which he replied in the authentic Magixx style that go donk kill being his stat. Same thing happened in those two matches, especially in the first match, which donk was phenomenal. You can see as these stats. Now moving on from Spirit, we have to talk about the fan favorite squad of Astralis, who have been in deep waters since years. They recently lost to parivision in the Blast Bounty Season 1, with parivision bringing in the star of the Spirit, who has been removed from the team, zweih. Was defeated on first map Dust 2, in which Astralis very difficultly was able to win one round and got defeated 13-1, while on the final map on Ancient they lost 13-8, and in the whole matchup zweih was rated 1.92. It was phenomenal. This new team of Astralis, as fans have been waiting for a revival from Astralis. Fans have a lot of hope from this new Astralis team. Let's see what greatness can this new squad achieve in 2006. Now I'm talking about majors, as the venues for 2027 majors have been leaked that are confirmed via HLTV. That first major is going to be held in Argentina in Buenos Aires and will be hosted by the tournament organization Fireworld. People are a little bit skeptic about this because Fireworld has not a history of holding such big tournaments, tier 1 major kind of tournament, while the second one is going to be held in China and it will be hosted by Perfect World, and the venue most probably is going to be Shanghai. While talking about majors, if you know, the first major of 2026 that's going to happen in Cologne in June, and the second is going to happen in Singapore. Let's see if Fireworld can stand up to the mark of a major, because the last major that we watched, Star Ladder Budapest major, was a bit of controversial because of the streams having a lot of video audio lag and a lot of issues in game. Today in the gaming section of the podcast, we have a lot of things to talk about, and the first thing that we are going to talk about is the new mystery that has been found in the Red Dead Redemption 2. A bunch of players with their in-game names Golden Place Terraria, Paria 87, F2K02 and Flava01 have discovered a new mystery that has been deeply coded in the Red Dead Redemption 2 game, and they have found it in late 2025, 7 years after the game has been released in 2018. No one has ever been able to find it. So let's talk about this, because it has drawn similarities from the Mount Chiliad mystery that was in the GTA 5 game, because that mystery of GTA 5 Mount Chiliad mystery, in which after completion of the game there were appearances of UFOs and Bigfoot sightings were noted. Personally, I haven't played GTA 5, you want me to play GTA 5, which I will be soon playing, follow my socials. I will follow my Discord. I will soon will be playing GTA 5, but I cannot assure when. But I am very excited and looking up to the day I will boot up GTA 5. So, but those who have played, or the basic thing is that GTA 5 was released in 2013, and then there was a mystery of appearances of UFO when you 100% complete the game, and it took them around 11 years to get solved, sometime around 2024 and 2025. After some hints from the GTA 5 developer, I think this mystery was solved, and some things like these make games from Rockstar Games stand apart from all other big developers, AAA type developers. So similarly, this type of mystery has been found in RDR2 recently. I haven't played RDR2 as well, but after researching the internet for a while, there are some things that I found about. So the initial find that the players had was they found a spider symbol that was etched into a telegraph pole near the location Cornwall, Kerosene and Tar in an area known as Heartland. Later, they found that these symbols formed a web network, which, when was mapped, formed a spider symbol, which revealed 8 locations. Each of them were featuring suitable spider web with a feather, which was labeled as Spider Dream in the game files, and it was time bound as it appeared between 2 to 4 am in game only. Then there was some central clue in which a web was located near the area of Dewberry Creek, and it was also visible between a time specific 1 to 2 am time zone in game, and which provided a hint about hidden N letter and a drawing of a telegraph pole. The hidden message was following the N clue due to a specific pole, and shooting it revealed a secret card message which was labeled as a letter W, and thus people ciphered it to be west with 5 pole symbols guiding players to some 5 of those telegraph poles in the westward direction. And then the final clue was when you moved westward, there was another pole which revealed letters NW, which ciphered as northwest and had a guitar symbol. This mystery has not been deciphered as a whole. And then there are current theories and progression that has been going, and community is trying to decipher this mystery. So let's see, does the community is able to decipher it without the help or input from any developers, and what is the mystery really hidden behind whole Easter eggs that have been put in the map. And also, one thing that I want to, that whether I will be able to play and experience this beautiful game named Red Dead Redemption 2, so mystery gets solved or not. Yeah. So now moving on from the game that has been in news recently to another game that has made a buzz in the gaming community, and that's the Hytale. If you don't know, Hytale is an RPG game, and it has been recently labeled as Minecraft 2. It has been released this 13th of January in early access, and is made and owned by the owners of the Hypixel server, famous third-party servers that host servers for Minecraft games, and is very popular. As I have heard about it that there had not been a smooth relationship between Hypixel server owners and management versus Minecraft, and so the basic thought behind developing Hytale was they have a server, they have a well-booming business which is dependent on the game of Minecraft. Mojang Studio having a say in what they do and what they don't, so they decided to develop a game for themselves. Hytale has been in development for a while, and it has gained a lot of hype recently. And controversy that it had was Hytale in development was initially purchased by the Riot Games, and it was thought that Riot Games will be developing Hytale, but eventually, after they purchased it, the Riot Games reportedly closed the game, and news of Riot cancelling the development of Hytale was recently, I think around 5 to 6 months back. It was announced that Riot Games has cancelled, but now has been reacquired by the original developers, and they have released it for the public in early access, and will have taken it well. Have been seeing a lot of Hytale videos. I myself have not played. I am in dilemma whether I should play it or not. If you have played Hytale, comment down below. What do you think about Hytale? Played it? Is it really the Minecraft 2? Now, moving on from Hytale, we have some of our funny controversy that's recently this video has been, and these photographs have been leaked in the social media, in which a YouTuber, I think Russian, named Tweak was blatantly cheating on his live streams and showing that how bugged is Vac Live, the anti-cheating software of Valve for Counter-Strike 2, and he was doing it on stream, and he was seeing through maps, and he was hitting heads, and his argument was that he's trying to prove that how WAC is broken and Valve should put an eye on it and solve this hole in the anti-cheating software of Counter-Strike 2. But recently the story has turned, because now people have claimed that this is all a melodrama that he has been doing, because he was actually recently been caught cheating. And when he caught that he was cheating in game, he tried to flip this story and show it as that it's a deliberate move by him to make a content out of showing how incompetent the back live cheating mechanism of Valve or cs2 is. But some famous content creators of cs2 like hacks, they are making videos and proving how he is faking it all and he was actually cheating and trying to play innocent of it. Initially, when I heard about the first part of this, I was not surprised, because there have been, since the game has been launched, there have been a lots of talk about how the game has by cheaters and the board is filled to the top, filled to the brim by cheaters. But when I was about to record this podcast, I looked back at it and then I found this additional information about how the story has been flipped. I found it funny. Content creators are still doing it. I don't think what they aim for. I honestly, if a game is for fun, any game that you play is primarily for fun, then secondarily, if a competitive game where you play against some players and there is something against the line, then having a competitive edge, which sometimes might be stressful, sometimes might draw away from the entertainment that you are having from the game. But I think it should be balanced. Getting anything up to the point that it has become so stressful that you're looking for an alternative way to bypass all those obstacles or problems that you're facing in the game, then I think you are too obsessed with any game, and instead of cheating or doing stuff like that, you should take a break. And and I think this is my message for all cheaters and hackers also out there. You can, as he said in a section of me about this controversy, that he's trying to prove the point that back live is efficient and it's not working. I think we left for a bunch of people who actually have been doing ups, and everybody should not, because once I watched Monepixel's stream in which he watched a video about premium ranking top 1's interview, in which he said that, but he was also, as I remember, he was also giving this statement that he was doing this because he want to prove that how bugged back live system is. But I don't think that's very genuine, and anyone who believes it, I don't think it should, because why? There are 100 of cheaters out there, and if everyone keeps there are 100 cheaters out there, then why prove the point, make the system burdened and ruin experience for others by joining it just to prove and boosting those numbers from 100 to 500. Let those hundreds who are ill-minded and have been cheating just for fun and to serve the community, let them do it. Let the so incompetent system that you claim back live is to deal with those 100. Why add on another bunch of people just to prove your point or gain some fame? I think these are some twisted ideologies that these people have to justify their incompetency and incapability. What are your thoughts about it? What do you think about cheating in game? Comment down below. Let's have a talk. Now, moving on from this controversy, a big news that has been coming, that the developing studio which has been developing GTA 6, Rockstar North branch of the Rockstar Games, is located in Edinburgh of Scotland, had reports coming in an explosion in the early hours of 19th of January. Further reports have come that might be an explosion due to a malfunctioning boiler or something. But this has put a concern among GTA 6 fans who have been eagerly waiting after facing lots and lots of delay by Rockstar North in releasing the game. I expect that everything is fine at the developers and development doesn't get delayed further. It's released on expected date of launch, that's November of 26. Now, another news that's coming from the Rockstar game is a very soothing, very inspiring, motivating, and something, if not a PR, very good to hear. Reportedly, Rockstar Games has given early access of GTA 6 to a fan. This fan is reported to be terminally ill, and his wish was to play GTA 6 before he dies. And reportedly, Rockstar Games not officially confirmed it, but it's been reported that Rockstar Games might have given access to this fan of GTA series to play this GTA 6. So moving on from news from a big developer like Rockstar Studios to another big one, Riot. In recent times, there have been a lot of buzz about the MMO that Riot has been developing since the banger games that Riot developed in all famous genres like Runeterra or League of Legends or Valorant. And recently, Rockstar has also launched a fighting game. They have been absent from the MMO genre, and with their already built up huge lore of Runeterra and League of Legends, there was talk about development of a Riot MMO, and people have been excited for the game because they anything about Riot, but Riot does things passionately, and on an average, their their developed projects are something that people cherish, that fans love. So the fans of League of Legends, the fans of the Riot movies, the fans of Runeterra were very excited. But in I think around 2024, there was an official statement that they have changed the route development of the Riot MMO, and people were expecting that this meant that there will be no radio signal, no updates, no information about the Riot MMO's development for years. But recently, a news had come that the ex World of Warcraft's lead producer Raymond Bartos, who has reportedly left his departure, who has reportedly announced his departure from Blizzard last month, has joined Riot for the development of Riot MMO. Me, who have been very excited for this Riot MMO development, because I have not played League of Legends. I don't know all the lore of Terra and League of Legends. I have movies, yet I'm excited about the Riot MMO after watching the fans of Riot MMO, how they are eagerly waiting, the players of MMO, the players of League of Legends, how they are hyped about this game. So that hype has transferred to me. Now, before moving from the other sections of this podcast, let's talk about me a bit. I have recently started to upload my gaming content apart from this podcast. Recently, I've started a channel named Botan's Carnage on YouTube. A few days I might also start streaming on Twitch with the Twitch handle at ENJ_Carnage. I have up some aim training. I'm planning to turn it into a series. If you're interested to watch some gaming content based on the lines of a newbie or a newcomer trying or learning a game, you're interested to look how people react to some beautiful games that you love to play, because it's rare that 2026 there are some people who are passionate with games, yet they have not played cs2, Valorant, League of Legends, Mafia, GTA. So if you are eager to watch those contents, please follow my socials. And yeah, now moving on to the next section of the podcast. The next section of the podcast is it's all news that's coming, and that too a bad news, that we have been recently harassed by the upgoing prices of the RAM. Now the news are coming that AMD has hiked its GPU prices in January, or will be hiking its prices. And also the reports are coming that in February, Nvidia might also hike their GPU prices. So for gaming enthusiasts and the people who are wanting to build a gaming PC, I think January and February, and I think of a whole 2026 and 2027 would be a roller coaster ride. Prices going up and down and stabilizing, and it's due to the AI boom that has happened. The part shortage or increased demand of those parts has left the consumer market of gaming peripherals and gaming parts into mess. Now moving on to the retro review, our section of the podcast in which we talk about and review the games that I have played in my past. So today we are going to talk about Electronic Arts Cricket 2007. The title in which you play cricket, and initially in my young days I was a big fan, not a lot now. I used to play cricket, and so as every sports player, that they love to play a video game of the game that in the real life they love to play. So again, I didn't own this game. I played it on my cousin's laptop, and it was not something that I have played for a long. I think mostly 2 to 3 hours that I have played this game. But for that time, the game looked very good. There were some licensing issues, so the names of the players were jumbled up, but you could figure out which player they are talking about. The player characters were, to today's standard, they can be said bad, but at that moment of time, they looked perfect. The game had a few bugs in which the game could be broken, or in a certain way of play you can get over the AI and play score much more. But these things always happens in games. But for me, as experience we are talking about, I love playing this game. The commentary, the ability to customize your gameplay schedule, the location, the pitch, team jersey, controls of bowling, controls of batting. I loved playing those games. I played love this game, and as of rating, I would rate this game as 0.5 out of 10. If you have played any of Electronic Arts cricket series games, or especially if you have played EA Cricket 07, down below, let's bond on this topic. And yeah, into our last section of the podcast. That's the entertainment. Recently, the movies world and the gaming world has again intermingled when the famous gaming franchise Sleeping Dogs have announced that they are going to do a movie with Simu Liu, the actor who plays Shang-Chi in Marvel's as Marvel's titular character, will be playing the protagonist, and the movie has decided their director, and they will be moving into the productions. If you have played Sleeping Dogs, I haven't. If you're a fan of this, are you eager to watch this movie? And what are your thoughts about this? And yeah, with this, we end today's podcast. And if you have any advice for me, any feedbacks for this podcast, comment down below. If you want me to talk about something, or if you want to discuss something with me, use the hashtag TPP perspective in the comments down below. And if you have any questions for me, use hashtag Q&A in the comments down below. And if suitable, I will answer it down. Or if I find it intriguing, then those feedbacks, advices, or those questions might be featured in our next weekly episode of this podcast. And I might give you a shout out as well. So peace.